Hello everyone, Your Insane Author here, back again with another Wavetail video. So, let's get started. But before we do that, let's see if Mr. Bane got anything new. The fuck? I really don't like that. Is it like a dark blue? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a stroke. That made me nauseous. Oh yeah.
You're not from around here. No, I live the night orchard. Oh, botanical garden. Used to work there with my dad. Father and sister mostly. Boy, the man in charge of the garden sure knew what about this. Are you talking about John Skagerrak? That's the one. Oh, gee. Uncle Fry. You're that little blueberry squirt who always got bitten by the rose thorns. Your Iris. You knew my mom? I did. Well, she was a self-centered little brat.
Bro, read the room.
Oh, there's more to that story. I'll get to it once I'm done fixing the engine.
Bro, read the fucking room. Immediately calling somebody's possible dead mother a spoiled brat, not a good look, dude. Kinda cringe behavior, to be honest. Ever since Ozzy Osbourne died, I started humming a lot of his music. And I actually kind of hated his music, to be honest. But after he died, I think I re-listened to it and I realized it was something of a very unique generation.
One ship coming your way, baby. Hunky dory. So, that story about my mom? Oh, right. I met her during my activist years when we were together. What did you give me? The dandelion to be shut down. The workers told some worrying stories. My mom included. About how they were cheated. About the side effects of the spark extraction. But people didn't listen, so we tried to make them. Did it work? What do you think? Better get back to this. Talk later.
This is how I know I would not be a streamer. I got stuck on that boat because I wanted to listen to the NPC communication. If I was a streamer, everyone would be calling me so many slurs.
You mentioned you didn't like Mom. That's right. I wrote her off as a rich rascal looking for attention. Your grandmother was a higher up at the dandelion hunter. But full time. And you change your mind about something. Glad I was good enough.
My brother in Christ, you did not do anything.
She became one of my closest friends.
I'm glad to hear she had friends.
I love how she said friends like it was an alien word to her. That shows lore. Lore! And I am through the ship.
Another one incoming.
I'm ready. Come join us as soon as you have enough sparks.
As I gather more sparks, fuck me. But you have to pay first, of course. A man knows his worth. But did I just prostitute my... Fuck! I am not the sharpest tool in the shed. I think as a child, I dented my blade, my noodle, my dome, my noggin. I am fucking stupid. Do you think I did that on purpose? It's a cool place. It's a cool place. It's cool. There we go. We should start like the Lord. I love how these things have like a jellyfish-like design. Because honestly, jellyfish are my favorite marine animals. So, the story that I'm going to be making, or the YouTube video that I'm going to be making very soon, is going to be about this story. So basically the plot of the story is this character, he hears about this king of greed. There's this king that existed in this kingdom of currency, and apparently after the death of the queen, the king became so greed obsessed, or obsessed with riches, that he literally created an army of the undead so he wouldn't have to pay soldiers. And the main character...
Yeah, that's all of them.
Nice work. Sorry about whatever happened to Iris. I have my condolences.
Thank you, Peppy. And thanks for sharing your story.
That was me.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, the main character, who I still need to figure out how his name is going to be, or what his name is, he kind of has like a Midas touch situation. He stole a vial of metal arachnian venom, which is like the spider fantasy race I made for my story. So he stole a vial of their magical venom, and when you digest it or have it inside of your body, you control it. So the story basically is he did that because he was homeless, but he realizes how crappy it is. So now he's searching for a way to undo it. So there's basically this big, so he finds a way to talk to the dead.
That's so cool. Can I try? She's not some fun of strangers, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do like that. We could barely need anything good around here.
They don't.
Someone coming outside never gave us gas without no. I mean, she came around when you needed us.
You mean and way before the war.
Well, unlike all the good folks who fought in the war, normies don't die.
So, anyways, the main character summons the King of Greed, but the only thing that he needs, he does want the character's power, but just so he can abuse it. Turn the whole world, turn nature into riches. Golden trees with obsidian leaves. If anything costs money, or if anything costs expensive, he will try to market it. So I think he's kind of like the symbolization of capitalism. Or at least how modern America is, to be honest. So the whole story is that the main character and the villain are looking for the King of Greed's heart. Because if they can find that, the King of Greed will get powerful with his heart. But if the main character gets it, he can destroy it and summon him back, or send him back to the afterlife.
What's with all the rocks over there?
That, my friend, is the usual curriculum order. A small token of gratitude to those who already used the dirty promises and didn't make it back. Don't know. Maybe one person. Maybe a hundred. One day it was just there. You're adding to every smell of this area got too gloomed up to be safe. It's most of the stones and scrap parts from the area, but they're placed with love.
Grandma? Is this where Grandpa died? Right?
We used to go to the Pine Forest here before the war, you know. Every fall, me and John picked chaparral. I always made him cover his eyes for the last part of the way. It was my secret mushroom place, you see. He wasn't very good at keeping secrets. He would have slipped and told someone if they asked. I'm sure of it. And now, he sleeps here on a bed of chaparral.
Such unnecessary. We can't let this happen again.
Shut the fuck up. No one likes this guy, right? He sucks.
All right. Let's hope this works.
Another story I really want to do is
This place gives me the chills.
You did. This is where the final battle
literally any American high school gives you the same feeling.
We paid the price, but we found it took that.
Anyways, so my story that I'm working on right now, it's going to be focusing on a island, not an island, but like a land basically where there's magical people. However, their concepts are different. So it's like different forms of plants. Since I think like earth magic should be more than just plants. It's personal. So there's fruit, vegetables, flowers, carnivorous plants, trees, and I think that's it.
Yeah. You would know where we could find a spark reactor. One of those wrecks gotta have one of the condition. He's not gonna like this. Not fun to business, that man. Especially not at home. And brought parts of his favorite TVs. Hopefully enough for the trade.
What Trevor said about the dirty paws, about the whistlers, I've never even heard
Speed your bitch ass up.
What are they?
Respectfully. Anyway, so in this fictional country, there's this giant tree where the plant arachnids stay because they think that humans are lower life forms. So they hide themselves away. However, what they make for the people of this world is something called the garden tournaments, where people who use plant arachnid venom, which is basically just my equivalent of magic, because I hate using the term magic. It's basically... So the tournament's kind of like the Mortal Kombat tournaments. It's where if you win, you get a part of their land, or at least like some of their resources and materials. So the main character, Cherry Oak, is the chosen combatant for the tournament. However, it's turned out to be a twisted fate. Basically, the tournament is remade for this one person, Poppy, who's the villain, who's based off of a Darth Vader flower. It's still in rough draft stages. Technically, I only have like one story actually figuring out what to do with. My depth perception is terrible. That's like a blobfish. I guess I have to figure out what the fuck's wrong with this island. So yeah, definitely a work in progress with all my stories. I also am working on a project called Wrath of the Web, which is about my character Gorilla Bee Psycho, who's basically, actually funny enough, a Monkey D. Luffy parody that I was going to make for a fan fiction. But I always wanted to make a story about somebody who can handle the magical venom of the Arachnians. So that's basically what he is. He's someone who cannot handle the venom of the Arachnians. So he goes out and becomes stronger and stronger, wanting to be the strongest person in the world. So I think his story is going to be him venturing out, finding out who is strong, and either fighting them and beating them, or learning from them how to be stronger. I'm thinking about changing the character as a male to a female, or I might just reuse that, because there is this one character I made. So in this story, there's a bunch of tribes, or not tribes, but like organizations of people, or Arachnians, based off of elements and sub-elements. So for an example, there is the rock people, but there also is a subcategory of like salt rocks and stuff like that. So the main character. So basically, I do have some other characters. Like there's this subspecies of arachnids that can control blood, but they feel like controlling blood is a form of weakness. So they don't use their abilities like at all. But the main character, who's the princess of the people, feels like to be strong you have to do anything necessary to protect the ones you love, even breaking those norms. But the thing about the Sportikins, which is the name of the Blood Arachnians, as they are so called, they believe love is a form of weakness. Relaxation is a form of weakness. Oh. The most important thing about my character, though, is that she actually is what's called an... Basically, in that, like, subcategory, there is, like, a special race of Arachnians that are able to warp and manipulate blood to a point of practically God. There is, like, godlike creatures in my world. Originally, they were called white webs, but I'm actually not sure about that, because that kind of sounds a bit racist. Shit. Well, I'm going to end it right here, everyone. I will see you guys later.